Help me wipe my glands first. I vaguely remember that place. He touched it. Will you be angry? I will. I like seeing you jealous. This isn't jealousy. No alpha can tolerate their omega being touched. Tell me, where else did he touch you? I can't remember more now. Just these two spots feel uncomfortable. They left an impression on me. At the time, I just felt scared, and I kept calling for you in my heart. I didn't expect you really came. Does he really need me that much? Or is it because of the mark? Right, I'm curious, how did you come here? Because there's a mark on me that allows me to sense your state. I instinctively tracked over. Isn't your body still not well? How did you manage such a difficult thing? I'm much better now. What? Do you want to chain me up and sedate me again? Asking knowingly, you know I wouldn't do that. But your elder brother definitely would. In such a good atmosphere now, how can you still sit here and casually talk about others? Speaking of, what type of pheromones do your scents have? Men. I don't know either. Clearly sensed many times, but can't quite describe. He deliberately changed the subject. With the mist of the hot springs. It smells like a forest scent, but such a complex scent is hard to describe. I really like it. Don't rub around. You only react after I've rubbed for so long. Is it because of the aftermath of your previous illness? I endured it in order to take care of your body. With your care, I'm fine now, so. Can we stop wasting our time together? Is he deliberately releasing pheromones? I'll accompany you. Did I hurt you? No, it doesn't hurt, compared to before. You're already very gentle. Were the first 2 times very rough? Although my mind wasn't clear at the time, I could still feel it. It was too stimulating. Are you awake now? Of course this is our first time being awake, right? It's crazy to think about. I'm actually awake, mens, doing this with the prince of an enemy country. Is that an order too? Ha, if you say so. Are you ready? I'm looking forward to your performance. Why did you come here? How is Prince Hill now? Can I go see him? I came because it's more convenient to talk here, regarding the second prince's current situation. Hurry, what exactly happened? Crown Prince, this is a medical report. 412 Diaz for the second prince, Your Highness, are you really going to abort that little life without telling the second prince? This is the least harmful way for Hill. Are you going to silently bear the guilt of killing your nephew? Additionally, Your Highness, aren't you underestimating the second prince too much? In my opinion, the second prince is not as weak as you think. You shouldn't. These days, after resting, Hill should be in the condition for another free comic removal and marking clearance surgery, right? If you really have to do it, aborting the child as soon as possible is the least harmful to the body, and at the same time, the marking clearance surgery can be done. The post-surgery period will be tough for a month or 2, but after that, he can live normally. Go ahead and make the preparations, and take good care of Hill. I still have to deal with last night's diplomatic incident. Yes. Last night, They had only been in the greenhouse for less than 20 minutes before something happened. When I arrived at the scene, what I saw was the broken roof of the greenhouse, the injured Prince Andrew, and Hill being protected by that prisoner. What do the parties involved say? Prince Andrew has a broken rib and is currently recovering at the Royal Hospital. He said that he accidentally released pheromones because his confession was rejected, and he feels guilty towards Hill. He is willing to compensate for this. However, he hopes that we can hand over the prisoner who injured him. How he managed to bypass the heavy guards and break the glass from the top of the greenhouse despite his weak body. As for that prisoner, the biggest suspicion is this point needs to be interrogated carefully. After he woke up, he only remembered that the area where Prince Andrew's pheromones lingered was touched. This incident seems to be a fault on both sides. If it can be settled like this, we won't need to compensate. For now, the prisoner should be given 30 lashes as punishment, and then we'll think of a way to deal with Prince Kelly from the Empire. Let me personally entertain that prisoner then. Second Prince, it's now evening. That prisoner was taken away by the guards at noon. As for where he went, I don't know. The arrangements for the captured clansmen have been made. When the time is right, I will blow 3 whistles as a signal. Tonight, after dark, the organization can secretly send people out of the palace. Before the Crown Prince comes to punish you, please escape through the skylight above your head. The skylight and handcuffs are not locked. Are you surprised that I didn't fall for the trap? Lock him up again. Hey, what exactly are you talking about? Why aren't you resisting? How did you unlock the chains just now? And last night, how did you escape and get into the greenhouse? You know it well. With this poisoned, weak body, how can I resist? As for last night, I sensed that my Omega was in danger, so I used all my strength with this sick body to save your so-called beloved brother. What right do you have to interrogate me here? Give me a straight answer to those questions. Did you have an accomplice last night to escape? And how did your sick body evade the guards, jump onto the greenhouse roof, and jump down from a high place to strike Prince Kelly? Are you pretending to be sick? Hag, it seems this brother doesn't understand the explosive power of desperate action. With your level, why are you pretending to be deeply affectionate? Who exactly is pretending to be deeply affectionate? Don't think I don't know that all your pleasing behaviors after being captured were just to deceive Hill for self-preservation. That's all thanks to you. Shut up. For personally sending your brother into my mouth. You lowly prisoner, let me in. No, you shouldn't go in. He's interrogating the prisoner, Second Prince. You shouldn't have come here. He shouldn't be subjected to such heavy punishment. Enough. Brother, if he hadn't broken into the greenhouse last night, I would have been arped by the 5th Prince. Please, stop here. Let me take him back. Hill, I really don't want to stand on the opposite side and argue with you, but just this once, I know you are also helpless. Let me take him away. Take him away. Rest assured, they are just superficial wounds. It's my duty. Thank you, Dr. Owen. Also, according to the Crown Prince's instructions, he still needs an extra dose of anesthesia. Will you really let Xingmu go? How long will it take to prepare the matter I told you about this morning? Are you talking about aborting the child and the marking clearance surgery? 30. The preparations can be done in 2 days at the earliest. Also, prepare a lethal poison, and send away that prisoner too. Your Highness, how did you gradually become so cold and indifferent like this?